This does not surprise me. Baylor men's basketball has another player who declared for the NBA draft. I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And I saw this on Instagram, by the way. It is from Cam Carr. Baylor Nation, playing at Baylor has exceeded every expectation I had when I first committed. The growth I experienced here, not just as a player, but as a person, is something I could not have gotten anywhere else. This program has a standard, a culture, and a brotherhood that I'm genuinely honored to be a part of. To my coaches, thank you for your knowledge, your honesty, and trust in me. You never let me settle and never stopped believing in what I was capable of. To my teammates, the way you pushed me each day and the confidence you had in me is a big reason I am in this position. I am grateful for every one of you. After a long conversation with my family and a lot of prayer, I am announcing that I will be entering the 2026 NBA draft. The NBA has been the goal of my entire life, and I am ready for this next step. Second Bears, Cameron Carr. Notice it did not say plan to enter transfer portal, unlike a few other players out there currently. This does not surprise me in the least. And I'm going to just go over what he did this past year and in the loan season that he played in at Baylor, because remember, he was at Tennessee for like a full year and then half of the season at Tennessee, then called a red shirt. And he did start in all 34 games this year for Baylor. And at 33.7 minutes per game, he did the following: 18.9 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, 2.6 assists per game, 2.4 turnovers per game. That could be an area that he could improve on. 0.9 steals per game, 1.3 blocks per game, 1.9 fouls per game, 49.4% from the floor on 437 attempts, 37.4% on threes on 206 attempts, 80.1% on free throws on 166 attempts. He is 6'5", 175 pounds. Probably the only thing he needs to work on, besides turnovers, is getting him a little bit more bulk on him as a player. But that's a lot easier than try to fix something skill-wise, because he's got what it takes to be in the pros right now. He's projected to be top 20. I don't see a world where he comes back if he's definitely going to be in the top 20. Now, if he's not in the top 20, there is a shot of that. If you would have told me a month ago Cameron Carr is less likely to come back than Tounde Yesfu, I would say, no way. Tounde is probably going to be gone, not Cam Carr. Looks like right now it seems that way. And we all know that Tounde Yesfu did the same thing and didn't say, I'm also entering the transfer portal too. So that's just something to keep a note of in all this, that Cam Carr decided not to say, I'm entering the transfer portal. I definitely think there's going to be some changes, on, like staff-wise for sure. For like 4 seniors gone, and then obviously James Najee. That's 5. That's 6 players right there in total right now. And this is like pending transfer portal. And I know Tounde could technically be gone still, but if he's not a first-round pick, and Baylor could pay him a reasonable price without severely overspending, I would bring him back. I would. So 6 or 7 guys right now, and then we'll have to wait and see about Andre Iguodala II on whether he comes back or not after redshirting this past year. Kind of same thing goes for Mayo Soyoye, and it would be a kick in the stomach if Mayo Soyoya decided to end up transport. After all, he was more available to play right away than James Najee ever was. And he would have made a bigger impact. But we kept the agreement on redshirting him. And it's kind of the same thing goes for Michael Perez as well after redshirting from a torn ACL. And the thing about it is, it's hard to count on guys that had a torn ACL the year prior. The fortunate thing is it was like late August, early September. So more recovery time, but you don't want to overspend for a guy that's unproven like that either. Same thing goes kind of for, like I said earlier, about Mayo Soyoye. And honestly, I know there is like Drew Perry, who has a walk-on. Same thing goes for like Will Kirkendall and James Goodis. And obviously J.J. White could have another year because this past year would be like a medical, because they only played like 4 games due to injury and recovery. And obviously if you bring him back, that would be a rotation guy. So, but this was not entirely shocking. We knew it was coming. It's more like when it was going to happen. And I wish Cam Carr the best. And I wish this season would have been better for you in the Baylor uniform record-wise. And he took a chance on Baylor, remember. He decided, I'm not going to be at Tennessee anymore in the midseason, and then transferred to Baylor. And look what he did so quickly with the program as a player. From not playing that much at Tennessee to what he did this past year. Remarkable. Who would have thought he would be a top 20 pick a year ago? Or a year ago. Now he has that opportunity. We're going to have to wait and see what happens the rest of the offseason here. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe button. See you guys later on the Red 800 subscribers. Ultimate goal is 1,000 more. So remember, this course like video comment really helps YouTube background. Some more people see us, and the video does help as well. Some more people could watch, and if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe button, and it's free. Hit the notification bell as well. And honestly, he does need to work on his foul trouble a little bit at times, though. I know the per game is not that bad, but he's had games that he had 4 fouls, though, and a few of those were not really good decisions at the time. And he's had some rough shooting performances, so maybe another part of his shot selection too that he needs to work on. But his dad's a pro. He'll help him out. I'm sure of it.